Hello YouTube, just Paul again, working on the Ferris SSB-5000 today. Alright, a bit messy, but what are we up to? Well, we've got the parts started to come in finally, and been waiting nearly 4 weeks for the CB40 version 3 from the supplier. The Australia Post here is ridiculous in its times. Things that should take 3 days are taking 3-4 weeks. So anyway, getting that out of the way, all Australians know what we're talking about in this crazy world at the moment. All right, so what are we doing? All right, so if you remember from the last video, we stabilized this radio to the point of it was now ready for either a tune, or continuing to do the CB40 upgrade to 40 channels and greater. So what have we done? We've replaced the capacitors in the radio. I've removed the old channel selector from the radio. Have fitted in the CB40 display. With this radio, because of the size of the channel selector hole, I made up a panel which fits behind here, the panel totally, and it goes from here. I cut the opening around there and it goes to the bottom there, and I've put in metal washers and nuts. I'll give you a bit of a squiz behind the scenes. You can see, again, a nice neat job in the back of the radio, and that's mounted the encoder. Alright, so I've connected the positive and negative wires up to the switched on and off, and neatly attended to those so that they become part of the loom. I've started connecting I've connected the encoder, connected the main loom here, and the next stage is to flip over and start working on installing the wires to the PLL directly to the board. Okay, I'm just going to show you what we're about to do, and I've printed off a diagram and also marked the diagram. All right, so this is the 858 PLL, and these are the tracks and where we're at. So this is P0 here, and this is P8 here. So, and P8, P9 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, what we're going to do is isolate the ground here totally. So we're going to cut the track 90 degrees here. We're going to cut the violet, which is here. Now this is going to be a standard 40. If I want to run the 510kc jump, I need to cut 2 tracks here to isolate this pin. And then when finished soldering the loom to here, I'm going to return the capacitor to this pin right here. And then the setup should be fully operational. Now, on this radio, you have a choice of running the LED readout or the OLED display. Decided not to run the OLED display on this because it would take some more modifications of the front panel. We're trying to keep this as stock looking as possible. So what do we have here? We have the CB40 version 3. This is the header box, so this is the brain of the device. All the wires come supplied with the kit, so it's a matter of assembly. My advice is, once you get a CB40 Mark III, that you download all the documents. I print them off, I don't rely on computers. The people mount these in many different ways. It depends on who you are and how you're going to do it. So the way that I'm doing it on this radio is I'm mounting it to the side chassis wall. I use double-sided Gorilla tape, the genuine Gorilla tape. The reason being is that this stuff handles heat really well, and if you want to remove it, it's just a matter of applying just a hairdryer or something like that to the back of it, and you can remove. Alright, so that's the progress so far on the 858 chassis Ferris SSB-5000. The next stage is to get the CB40 working, then do a tune, package it back up, do some minor plastic work on the front fascia, and it goes back to the customer. Thank you. Hello YouTube. Sorry, part of that last video was cut off, so I'll do just the intro into the CB40 once again. So, alright, we'll turn it on and I'll show you some of the features. Alright, so I've just got the OLED display attached. I've got the standard LED display. What it does is it says, starts off F27 and then will tell you the frequency. So F27.355, and that should then say channel 35 next. There we go. Alright, some of the other features we can scan. So I've got it in scan level now, 2. Press it. Alright, so it's scanning. Should stop when there's a strong signal. There we go. It's picking up some noise. There we go again. To stop. I can change the scan level. Let's go to 1. There we go. 27.325 it should say. There we go. Now manually. So this is set up on 40, see, 41. We'll go back to 3.5. So that reads channel 27, 355. Alright, so there you go. That's the Ferris SSB-5000 with the CB40 in. There was obviously an option of having the LED display with this model or the OLED display. One thing I like about this now is it gives you the option when you TX, it comes up TX on the display. And there you go. Thank you for watching.